The mother gave her woman only a kitten. Unexpectedly, the very next moment, the woman immediately stabbed the kitten to death with a poison needle, and even flashed a smug smile. The mother flew into a rage and slapped the woman across the face, but this completely enraged the woman. Though she had no intention of harming her mother, she merely yanked the key from around her neck. The woman believed she had finally gained her freedom, but just as she used the keys to unlock the door and prepare to leave, her mother raised in iron shovel and struck her unconscious. When the woman awoke from her stupor, she found herself tightly bound to a cutting board by Lisa. It turned out the woman wasn't Lisa's biological daughter, but a new species combining human and animal genes. She possessed amphibian internal organs and could breathe freely underwater. Lisa knew full well her daughter no longer bore any human traits. To prevent her from harming others, Lisa injected her with anesthetic without hesitation. Only after the woman was completely immobilized did she sever the spines from her tail, but the screams alerted her husband Nick. Nick couldn't comprehend his wife's cruelty, yet she answered sternly, "If we hadn't cut off that tail, I truly feared that one night soon, while we slept, your daughter's spines would have killed us." Seeing his daughter's sorrowful tears, Nick felt an unbearable pang of heartache. He gently tucked a blanket around her, but Nick didn't realize then that he was slowly being bewitched by the woman. That night, after his wife fell asleep, Nick went to the barn to check on the woman. He found her kneeling on the floor, silently weeping. Seeing her dejected expression, he asked why she was so sad, but the woman ignored him. To cheer her up, Nick placed a record on the player. As the music began, the woman instantly perked up, watching Nick's way to the rhythm. She gradually forgot her troubles and began moving to the beat herself. But as the music reached its climax, their bodies drew ever closer. Nick saw her mature figure and couldn't help but harbor improper thoughts. Her alluring gaze firmly captured his heart. The woman thought her plan had finally succeeded, but just then Nick suddenly realized something. He hurriedly fled the warehouse in panic. Yet precisely because of this, the woman's emotions instantly shattered. To vent her frustration, she began smashing things at home. When her parents weren't looking, she quietly shattered a window. When climbed onto the roof, the couple rushed out to chase her, but by then the woman was already standing at the edge of the roof. Fearing she might fall to her death, they desperately urged her to come back. Unexpectedly, her foot slipped and she fell. The couple fought. It was all over, but in the next instant, wings suddenly sprouted from the woman at the last possible moment. Only then did the couple realize that the woman was actually a trichidian species. Because of this incident, the couple began to cherish their daughter even more. Lisa started applying elaborate makeup to her, dressing her up as a beautiful young woman. But just then, Lisa unexpectedly discovered a stack of portraits drawn by the woman in a drawer. Upon closer inspection, it was a portrait of her husband Nick. When Lisa asked why she wasn't in the painting, the woman suddenly lowered her head shyly as if hiding a secret. Before Lisa could react, the woman snatched the painting away and hid in a corner. It seemed the woman had fallen in love with Nick.